UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30-40 years, it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack in experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry, because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her.
Nicely done.
Playing from around 230 yards. Needs this one to kick right. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup. They're staring this down for eagle.
It was on a good line. That's disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at the first.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently tied for 7th. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
This putt coming up is for birdie. It's on a great line. That's frustrating. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure.
taking things up a notch in this Lexi Thompson rivalry. That shot will add some fuel to the fire.
Here's Lexi Thompson. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Tracking. Beautiful shot. After that hole, they sit in second place, behind the leader, Will Zalatoris. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, that is simply brilliant. What a shot. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. And it's time to recap that play.
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that, straight in the hole.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the fifth here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch because she's got a very unique swing, and when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over her golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and there he is, Will Zalatoris, your leader. The sixth hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Oh, what a shot. You'll take that. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Well, that's the perfect shape. Just controlling a fade. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
Okay, let's get back to the action. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. And with that, that's their fourth birdie. And that will take him to 4 under. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Wow, I didn't even know they had this power. Great drive.
Sitting at 4 under for the day. Currently tied for top spot. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
And down she goes. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Here's Lexi Thompson. Ooh, that almost went down. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. Sitting at -4 in a share of the lead. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. That's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
That's a good-looking shot there. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Currently in the lead by a shot. And choosing the 8-iron here. Well, this one's right at the pin. Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
That was a gallant attempt. Big putt for par coming up. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Don't know about you, Rich, but I'm getting my palms sweaty in the booth just thinking about this player's position with 9 to play.
Well, keep your hands to yourself. But yes, this player is definitely dialed in at the moment.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot.
That dog will hunt.
Putting for birdie here.
So far, so good.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will move him to 6 under par. And with that hole done, this player currently is in first place, followed by Will Zalatoris. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well, that's a handy shot. Getting ready to play their third. He leads the field by a stroke. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, so close. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Well played, mate. From around 180 yards out. Currently in the lead by a shot. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. And tidy looking shot, that one. This player's dialed in. What a shot. This is one of those great ball striking displays. Fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Nice line. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson. Oh, that's a ripper. Well, that'll move her up the leaderboard as well. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
This shot from about 190 yards out. Currently leading by 2. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Chance to move to 8 under here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
This one's tracking. Ouch, that hurts. A par putt on the table. This one's looking good. Well done. After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Colin Morikawa in second. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Left yourself an opportunity. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Oh, what a shot from the bunker. Let's get back to it, shall we? Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
This one's looking good.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4, although if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Going with the 8-iron here. Great looking shot, this. And they've done it. Hold another one from way out. What a shot.
Absolutely insane. I've never seen anything quite like this.
Well, that's certainly worth another look.
Well, Luke, I think he's found his distance.
Leading by a couple after that hole.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
The 16th at Riviera Ridge.
An island green surrounded by bunkers.
Nice shot, that. That should find the surface. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
She's played that one nicely. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is up by 3 shots.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Looks like they put a good pass on that one. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
That drive was simply astonishing.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Great shot. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
Currently in first position. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
This one might roll into the rough. This shot here near the 200-yard marker. Going with the hybrid. Oh, what a gorgeous... Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
And Rich, they only had a narrow margin the entire back nine, but they were able to pull out the win. That's very gutsy, isn't it?
Luke, impressive win all around. I got to say, a gutsy performance at the end of the tournament. Final 9 holes. Job well done.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.